Our fire watch continues now with the Forsyth Fire that's destroyed at least a dozen homes in Washington County. The Forsyth Fire is burning in the Pine Valley area. At least 8,200 acres have burned. Containment is at 0% tonight. And while evacuation orders remain for Pine Valley, the Pinto area is on evacuation standby. And firefighters are working around the clock right now to contain the Forsyth Fire. When they're not on the fire lines, they're at base camp preparing for their next shift. That base is in the small town of Enterprise, and our Sarah Murphy got a tour.
K through 6, and then in 7th grade they come to the high school.
That's how it works during the school year at Enterprise High School in Washington County, but for the time being.
And it will also depend on what the resource needs are in other parts of the area.
It's transformed into the incident base for the Forsyth Fire first responders.
Say, based upon what I've seen and what I know, you're going to be between 150 and 200 just in the support staff.
And Enterprise Mayor Brandon Humphreys says it's not just the high school that looks different, but the whole town.
We're just over 2,000 in population right here in the city of Enterprise, and we're, like I said, we're expecting up to 600 fire crews here, and we don't know what that means with supporting staff that's with it as well. So on a percentage basis, you can see that that's a pretty good sized increase to the amount of people that are here.
On campus, crews have classrooms filled with different task forces.
Do you take care of bringing them in, bringing them out, or do you send them on an hourly basis? What do you do?
Keeping them taken care of while they're here. Toilets, showers, sleeper units. We don't do the food part. But we do all that stuff in the buildings.
But the base isn't just at the high school. If you go a few blocks off campus, you'll find the Enterprise Community Park. If you take a look here, you see tents scattering across the field. This is where some of the firefighters go to rest when they're off shift and they get a chance for a break.
There's a lot from Utah, but Montana, California, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada.
Hosting firefighters and responding to emergencies is something the city of Enterprise is all too familiar with themselves.
There was absolutely no question that they were lost. I mean, you couldn't see them from here. You couldn't see them because the smoke and the fire was so thick.
In 2021, the Flat Fire spread over 14,000 acres across the area, destroying one home.
For the Flat Fire, this wasn't necessarily all green. It was all trees and brush. Okay, this whole area was trees and brush. But you can see the fence line right over the top of that center of that pivot. Can you see the fence line? On the right-hand side, it's green. On the left-hand side, it's brown.
So Mayor Humphrey says they get it, and they'll help out in whatever way they can.
Even some of the crews came from Southern California. They saw our outdoor pickleball courts, and they were like, hey, on our downtime, can we go play pickleball? And we're like, whatever's available, you guys are more than welcome to. And they're very respectful. These guys are appreciative of the resources that are available to them, so they're very respectful.
As long as the smoke and wind continue, Enterprise, he says, will be there. In Washington County, Sarah Murphy, ABC4 News.